Hey friends, so in this video, I'm going to talk about your role as an ads manager and what it means when and if your clients aren't experiencing results from the advertising campaigns that you are running for them. So, my name is Sarah Mae Ives. I have a successful advertising business, and I also have a really deep passion for sharing with other women and mentoring and teaching them how to have successful ads businesses themselves, because it is simply one of the most valued skills online right now, and it's not rocket science. It's quite simple to learn. If you want to learn the 7 steps that I took to start my advertising business, I will link my free 7 steps guide in the description below. So go there, check it out if you would like. Now, if you like what I'm talking about and you want to see my videos that come out in the future, I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on that notifications bell so you can see new and fresh content that's released on my channel. So today we are going to talk about what happens when your clients don't get results. Is it your fault? And what can you do? So let's go back to the beginning. All businesses need more leads and more sales. You'll be really hard pressed to find an entrepreneur that isn't like, yeah, I'd really love more sales. This is why the advertising business is such a wonderful business to be in, because there's a massive need for it. There's billions of businesses around the world, and often businesses struggle with doing campaigns, doing marketing that's effective in a way that doesn't take them all day and all night. So let's talk about what happens when you onboard a client, you put together their ads, and after a few months of trying all the different things, the client is just not having success. First of all, I want you to reflect upon your role as an ads manager. Number 1, you cannot put your worth or value in directly tied up to a client's results. Yes, it is wonderful when we work with clients that have $1 million launches, as we have worked with clients who have had $1 million launches. But I would be lying to you if I said that every single client we work with had $1 million launch. That just wouldn't match up with real life. I have absolutely worked with clients who weren't as successful as I wanted them to be. And in the beginning of my agency, I struggled a lot with this because I thought, I'm running ads for this client and the ads aren't going well. It must be something that I'm doing. So here's the reality. We know the effort, devotion, and education that we have put into ourselves. And if you're like me, you have properly educated yourself. You've taken the ads courses. You've gotten the trainings. You've mentored with some incredible people. A big part of my business and my growth has been mentoring with people that are more successful than me and learning the strategies from them. That's a key reason why I have succeeded so quickly. So I assume that you are taking the appropriate steps to educate yourself. You know how the ads work. You know the strategies that work. And here's what happened with me. Even though I had invested in the first while, I started getting a bit discouraged. I was like, this is really too bad. This must be something I'm doing. So I started searching. And I started working with a wonderful mentor, Kurt Motley, and he taught me so many, not just wonderful ad strategies, but really the mindset of value. And what does an advertiser provide? We cannot guarantee results, but we guarantee we can get you a lot of really helpful data about what you're selling. If advertising could sell anything, it wouldn't be the real world. So think about this. The advertising business is meant to showcase a product, to build trust and rapport with your potential clients, to eventually make a sale. Now, that being said, advertising is only one ingredient of business success. And if you don't have a good offer, you're going to have a hard time succeeding even with the best strategies in the world. As Denise Duffel-Thomas says, you can't take poop, roll it in glitter, and then try to sell it. You could do all the best ad strategies in the world, and it would not sell. So I want you to understand the difference between advertising well, doing your best as an advertiser, providing a great service to your clients, staying up to date on the best ad strategies. All that is needed, required, mandatory. That being said, all those components do not guarantee that you're going to be able to sell everything. Your client has to come to the table. Your client has to do posting on their page, promotion of their stuff, getting onto Facebook Lives, doing their market research, sending out their market emails. They need to be doing so many things to complement the strategies that you are using to ensure that in tandem, we have success. So without these key ingredients and without us meeting as partners and doing things together, it's going to be very hard to be successful. And advertising on its own is not able to make something successful that the other party is not working and is not truly invested in its success. And let's face it, sometimes we launch a product and we think, what the heck? I'll spend $10K and I'll figure out if this is a needed service or not. I had my advertising business for 2 years, actually more than 2 years, before I started to experiment with maybe women would want to work with me to learn how to do the ads. And when I launched it, I had no idea if it would be successful, but I was willing to sink a lot of money into it to test it. And I tested it for easily $10,000, if not more, and I started getting some really positive feedback and responses. So of course, then I started feeding more and more advertising until what it is today, where we've now had hundreds of women in the program. So when it comes to your clients, your value is not tied into results and results only, because you won't have results for every single client. What you will be able to provide to them is very valuable data. Sometimes we go back to a client after 3 months of testing and we say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, we've loved working with you, loved running your ads, but we've got a lot of important data that says you need to go back to the drawing board and do some more research, and here is the reason why. So we really provide them with precise data about if it's not working, why it's not working, and where are people falling off. Is it the webinar? Is it this part of is it the landing page? So there's a lot of different data and math that we can give to the person to help them to ultimately succeed long term. It is never a waste. We are always learning something. As long as you are showing up as your wonderful self, providing your client with data, staying up to date on the best strategies, you will still be providing them with a wonderful service. Another last thought that I want to leave you with is advertising on Facebook and Instagram and social platforms is not just about results. In the beginning, we're literally buying data. We're buying information so we can figure out if a product is valid or not. And what I mean by valid is, do people really want to buy it? So that is my best advice for you today, dealing with people, advertising clients where you may or may not be having the required success that you were really hoping for, or the desired success that you were really hoping for. Don't let it bog you down. If you're like me, if you're conscientious, you have done a great job. It's just that you can't sell anything with Facebook ads. So as long as you come at it from a place of service, dedication, showing up, I am certain that you will still be able to provide your client with a lot of wonderful data. So I am so excited we had this chat, and I will be back next week with another video. If you have any follow-up comments, questions, please put them below, and I will look forward to seeing you again.